and welcome back to the Kooky Kitchen. I feel like I've been in here all day. You make one thing, you clean up, you make another, you know how it is. Anyway, folks, I'm Tina. If you haven't been here before, thanks for visiting. I hope you'll consider subscribing before you leave. And today, we here at the Kooky Kitchen are going to do a back then bites. This casserole my mom made for us when I was a kid all the time. Zucchini, Monterey Jack cheese, canned green chilies, which I forgot to get out, Bisquick, and milk, which I'll get out when I go to use it. The zucchini, I think she used two, like medium. They were probably, or maybe small, 2 to 3. This one's a little big, so I'm going to slice it, and you peel it and slice it in medallions. I'm going to do that before I slice up the other one I have, because I don't want to have a whole bunch of extra sliced zucchini I cannot use. And I'm going to layer zucchini, Monterey Jack cheese, diced green peppers. I may only have hot or diced jalapenos. Please use whichever you like for the heat you like. Salt and pepper. I'm going to layer that at least 3 times. And then I'm going to make a Bisquick mix with Bisquick and milk, which I'm going to pour right over the top. So let me get out my cutting board and knife and start getting my zucchini prepped. I already messed up. I have no idea why I thought I needed to peel the zucchini. You don't need to do that. That is totally up to you. I don't know where my brain is, but here is her original recipe, and she got it from Kathy, who was her sister-in-law for many, many years. And I'm going to cut this down somewhat. Let me show you the zucchini, because it's just me and Kyle. I don't need a 9 by 13. But this recipe, which I will type and put on my website, thekookiekitchen.com, it will say Mom's Zucchini Casserole, so you know it's this recipe. I did get out my diced green chilies. That's where the whole recipe will be, exactly like she had it. For the video, though, like I said, I'm going to cut this back because me and Kyle do not need a whole zucchini casserole. All right, so then what you're going to do is you're just going to lay them in. I did not use a mandolin to slice these. I just sliced them by hand. You can do it however you want. If you want them thinner, do them thinner. If you want a little bit of bite to your zucchini, then make them a little bit thicker. I prefer them thin because when I was a kid, I was very picky about vegetables, and zucchini was one thing I didn't eat until my mom made this casserole, and I just loved it. And I've been eating it and making it ever since. The only other way, really, I will eat zucchini is if I take this a medallion and fry it. Other than that, I pretty much won't eat zucchini. All right, I need to open the cheese and the peppers. First layer is done, and before I forget, you want to preheat your oven to 350, and it's going to bake for 45 to 60 minutes. But in reading this, because I'm trying to do it like she did it, and obviously over the years I've kind of done it my own way, but it does say line an 8 by 11 casserole dish. It does not say the amount of zucchini, cheese, or peppers. In fact, the peppers aren't on this recipe card, and I know she put green peppers in there. So one of the things I do is I often do make it a 9 by 13, which is probably why I thought that's what the recipe called for. I know she used probably a whole bag, you know, what is it? This is a 2-pound bag. We'll see how much we use. But I think she used a whole lot of cheese. And it was just 1 can of peppers. I usually use 2 just because that's what we like. But since I'm not a 9 by 13, I'm trying to really stick to what she has here. Let me finish up the layers, and then I'll show you the Bisquick and milk mix. Here we have 2/3 cup Bisquick, 2 eggs, and 1.25 cups of milk. I'm going to put in some salt and pepper and whisk it up. I just mixed it with a fork, and it does say mix will be lumpy. Mix will be lumpy. So I'm going to pour over the ingredients, and then we're going to bake it at 350 for 45 to 60 minutes. And that's it. And as you can see, that Bisquick mixture is just dripping down inside the casserole, but when it bakes, it pops up and makes a nice golden crust. Let's see if I can make it happen. So mine cooked for about 50 minutes. Everybody's oven is different, but you can see it is still bubbling. My house smells delicious. As you know, I fight with my Malamute over whose food is on the counter. It's definitely not his. So this definitely needs to cool because all that cheese is probably pretty hot. And I could have taken this out a little bit earlier, but not much. I mean, you really want this golden brown on the top. So let me figure out how to put this in place so it can cool without my dog eating it, and we'll be back to taste test. Well, you know what this means. It is time to taste test. So we're hoping it's cooled down, because remember, that's a lot of cheese. Wait, hold on. Let's just give them a good picture of, see, can you see the layers? Probably not very good. But you can kind of see them, I guess. Okay, and that crust still brown and crunchy on the edges. Bite time. And remember, this is one of only 2 ways I will eat zucchini. That's how good it is. Mm-hmm. So hot. Good. I didn't get a zucchini in mine. Hold on.
Still delicious.
Remember I told you I didn't want to use the second zucchini? And you know why? Because we'll probably eat this tonight, and I'll need another one for tomorrow. Who knows? Anyway, that is the Kooky's Kitchen Back Then Bites, my mom's zucchini casserole that helped me learn to like zucchini. She got it from my Aunt Kathy. And I will put this again on my website, thekookyKitchen.com. I'll put this recipe exactly like it is. And I will tell you, when I do that, I will say what changes I have made. She says 8x11. I don't know that my mom ever had an 8x11 now that I think about it. She probably had a 9x13. But anyway, and the one, like I said, the one thing that's missing is the peppers. So I'm going to put on there optional. I don't know what this would taste like without them. I'm not sure there would be a lot of flavor, but that's my take. We do use the hot diced green chilies or jalapenos because in this family we like heat. I'm going to show this to you again, but I will put this on my website again, thekookyKitchen.com. Give me a few days to get that done. And hey, I just want to thank you. Kyle, are you still here? He left me. Thank you for being here with us. We so much enjoy doing these. Please don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you can see more Back Then Bites. We also have a cookbook curiosity series where I'm trying to go through my cookbooks, which could probably be an everyday video, right? I can't do that. And then the other one is Pantry Party, where we say, what do we have that we need to get used? So watch for any of those 3 series once you subscribe. Don't forget to give the thumbs up, and we'll see you here next time on the Kooky Kitchen. Thanks again. Stay kooky, my kitchen friends.